It's week 8 of...
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Velus Jones now from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
First down, and they go with Swift again.
The numbers for him from a week ago, a boatload of carries, 114 yards.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
Second down and 4. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And this will be a Bears first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line. The Bears at 4-3, a game over 500. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
A little bit of space there for the first down run as that's going to get them about 5 yards.
A nice performance last week, recognized as NFC Player of the Week after going over 100 yards rushing. I just love the vision. I love the wiggle he has, but I also love the power when he ends his runs.
That's what impressed me. Yes, there was some elusiveness last week. A couple times he just ran over guys.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Well, there to make the tackle, Khalil Mack. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers,
this unit third best in the NFL in stopping the run.
Numbers don't tell you everything, but they do paint a pretty good picture. We're talking about 2 top 5 units going at each other. One in running the ball, one in stopping the run. I think this is going to be a whole lot of fun myself. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down.
They'll run right here with Swift.
And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24.
54 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Now a give right side Swift.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down.
They'll try and run here with Swift.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
DeAndre Swift. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. So the Charger offense making its way out, and at the controls is the league's second leading passer a year ago. At 25 years of age, out of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
The Chargers just continue to improve and take steps forward under the quiet leadership of Herbert, who's been the most productive quarterback in league history through his first 3 seasons. Over 4,700 yards last year. He's expecting to crack the 5,000-yard mark in this season.
Now 2nd and 9. Here's Herbert. And that is incomplete here. You look at this Bears defense. They played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in, and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the first down carry.
This defense for the Bears, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Charger football to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Herbert.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert.
That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Well, let's shine the spotlight on the former Georgia Bulldog, DeAndre Swift, who's set to begin this next drive.
And it may just be the 2nd quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point.
87 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Right back to Swift again on 2nd down.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Let's go. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Once again, it's Swift.
Runs through the contact. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Now 2nd and 5. Swift going to try up the middle.
After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
On 3rd down, here comes Swift. Now inside the 25. DeAndre Swift.
Touchdown, Chicago!
DeAndre Swift.
His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
And the Bears are able to add on to that lead.
Santos now to add the PAT. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the finishing touch was that nice long run into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line.
The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive.
And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And, Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch-up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now.
Herbert on 1st down now. A swing pass here to Edwards.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here comes Dobbins on the toss right.
And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Herbert on 3rd down now.
And that is incomplete.
Like what I've seen so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line.
Well, let's shine the spotlight on the former Georgia Bulldog, DeAndre Swift, who's set to begin this next drive.
So far, been so good this season. Well on his way, as you see, to a 1,000-yard campaign. Is he almost having the type of year to where you say, let's let him get his and we'll control everything else?
That's one way to go about it. Personally, I go about it differently. I'm taking on the bully. I've got to, because he gives his team an identity and confidence. And if we slow him down, now guess what? Everyone starts looking at each other like, who's going to make a play? Because he's made all the plays so far. So I have to go get him first. Build my defenses towards shutting him down.
Good luck. I mean, not many teams have been able to do it. We'll see. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. A huge play there for Chicago. 48 yards.
And you'll find some version of this play in just about every playbook in the NFL. It's an X-post cross. So on play action, you let the X receiver get downfield and start working right to left across the formation. What a beautiful throw. And it all comes together for big yardage.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field.
More from L.A. in a moment. On 2nd down, Swift.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Here's a handoff to Swift.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
171 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in this first half. Swift not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Here we go.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Gerald Everett, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bears go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Santos with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Chargers going to take over now late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
On third down, here's Edwards. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Here's Jones on the return. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Bears take over.
Well, let's shine the spotlight on the former Georgia Bulldog, DeAndre Swift, who's set to begin this next drive.
Might he be on his way to a record-setting performance here, Charles? Second quarter, and the yardage number already ridiculous.
And they always talk about just focusing on the next play, but sometimes it's okay to dream big because
I'm focusing on the fourth quarter already.
Listen, I don't blame you, though, because we could be witnessing some type of history here, and it's being done by him and, of course, the big guys up front who are creating the holes for him to run through.
Yeah, they've all been good so far. Williams now. Off play action. They'll roll him out right. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Off the play fake, Williams. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
Go.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there. And, well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter.
Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Now that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
Right back to Swift again on second down. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Well, 193 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Here's Swift. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. DeAndre Swift taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. L.A. set to take over again on offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a 1-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for L.A. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Well, let's shine the spotlight on the former Georgia Bulldog, DeAndre Swift, who's set to begin this next drive. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. Now a play fake here on 1st down. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 16 more on that one and another 1st down.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a 1st down.
Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. Second down now.
These guys off the edge are already tough to contain when they're protecting a stationary target. Asking them to hold their blocks when a runner is struggling to find a lane, often an impossible task. Regardless of the outcome on the scoreboard, that will be one of this game's biggest stops.
Flush to his right. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Kudos for the defense from me on that one because they were prepared the whole way for him to try to escape and hit them for more yardage running it. I like the way they stayed zeroed in on him and kept him contained when he pulled the ball down. I think he was fortunate to get what he did on that run.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
So on fourth down, Cairo Santos on now for the Bears field goal.
Santos' kick is up and through.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 21. They'll start out here with the option left. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Third quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He's got Mason complete. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Herbert.
He's got another one to Johnston.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. To the air again, Herbert. And his throw here's incomplete. Gus Edwards, the one he was looking for, but it's going to be 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass.
Throw over the middle, and it's caught by Johnston. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
And while all of that was going on with a sack, it appears, unfortunately, we have an injured player. More from L.A. in a moment.
The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
Here's Williams off the play fake. He finds his target, Allen. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 18.
Let's go now.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
Looking to throw. Williams. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Back to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference to see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Santos' kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10.
At their own 24. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
On the slant, this is Chark.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here's Herbert. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
2nd and 10. Here's Herbert once more. Open receiver. That's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Out of the gun, Herbert. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Montez Sweat in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Back to throw here, Herbert.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
2nd and 10.
Off the bootleg. Williams escaping the pressure right. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They go play action here on first down. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete.
The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped. Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
DeAndre Swift.
A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Bears continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the 4th.
Santos with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. L.A. readies for its next possession. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Right side, he has Johnston.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Now it's Herbert.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert.
A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive.
And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Right back to Swift again on 2nd down.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Williams off the bootleg, on the move to his left.
Just a crazy throw there, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jason Verrett, and he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
And the tough thing is when he goes back and reviews the film, he'll see that he already escaped the pocket. He could have gotten more himself by using his legs, and that might have been the better choice there instead of challenging the zone. A miscalculation on his part, and he pays for it with the interception.
And the Chargers offense back out and ready to go. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. It was Myles Garrett that time who got in there and brought him down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Gets out of a little bit of trouble there with a shifty move. He'll take it up past the 6. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James.
Here we go, here we go.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 6-yard line.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.